You know, mornings like this almost make a man forget the world still carries trouble. Look at the forest, Ijaniki. Quiet, calm. Even the birds are singing like nothing has ever gone wrong in this land. That is because the birds do not have chiefs sending them to patrol the forest before sunrise. Well, I need to get back to the village on time to eat eba and ewedu with bushmeat and step it down with palm wine. Ijaniki, you mean we need to get back on time to eat the eba and ewedu your wife made? Then you have to catch me first to join us, my friend. Uncle, I summoned you to discuss the progress of the peace treaty with the village of Oghene. The trade alliance is flourishing, our markets are bustling, and the people are at ease. Surely this is the outcome we all desired. Your Majesty, you may see it as progress, but I see missed opportunities. You had the chance to conquer Oghene to bring them under our rule. By now we could have been the supreme rulers of two kingdoms. Instead, you chose to sit at the table with men who should have been on their knees before you. And at what cost, Uncle? The lives of our soldiers, the peace of our people. I have seen the faces of war, the grief of widows, the cries of children. This path of peace is the path the ancestors have guided me to take. Are you not weary of bloodshed? Bloodshed is sometimes necessary for greatness. What is a king if not the will of power? You speak of peace, but peace is fragile. An illusion, a fleeting moment before the next conflict. Had you taken my counsel, we would not be discussing treaties. We would be dictating terms. We would be expanding our borders, solidifying our legacy. But what have we got? You speak of legacy, but what legacy do we leave if it is built upon the bones of the innocent? Power is not only conquest. It is wisdom, restraint, and understanding when to fight and when to forge alliances. Oghene is not our enemy. They are our partners in prosperity. Would you have us destroy that for the sake of ambition? Ambition? You call it ambition? I call it survival. Do you truly believe Oghene will honor this peace forever? They smile today, but behind those smiles are plans, strategies, deception. What are you saying, Prince? We should send our kids to war for nothing. I have heard whispers of spies within our walls, men studying our strengths and our weaknesses. The day will come when they strike, and when it does, you will realize the folly of your decisions. Have I not tolerated you enough, Uncle? Do not mistake my patience for weakness. If war becomes necessary, I will face it knowing I acted with honor. But I will not become the tyrant you wish me to be. The ancestors have shown me a vision of peace, not domination. Our strength lies in unity, not in the subjugation of others. You may doubt my choices, but I will not allow fear to lead us into war. Fear? You think this is about fear? This is about protecting what is ours. You are young, idealistic, but your naivety will cost us everything. Mark my word, the day Oghene turns on us, and they will, you will regret this peace you so cherish. Enough, Uncle. You may be my elder, but I am your king. The crown rests on my head. And with it comes the responsibility to guide our people. I will not lead them into unnecessary bloodshed because of your paranoia. The ancestors speak through me. Their wisdom is my strength, and their guidance is peace. You make peace with Oghene. So be it, Your Majesty. But remember this, when the storm comes, and it will come, then you remember my words. True power does not come from peace. It comes from the strength to do what is necessary. How dare you, Uncle? How dare you walk out on your king? If not for the bond of blood between us, I would have the guards throw you into prison this very moment.
My son, a true king must know the lives of his people. If you only sit on a throne, you will never understand their struggles. Today we walk among the people, quietly and without the crown. The ancestors have written a great destiny for you, my son. Bawonio Abike, I hope you and the girls are well fed. Our Dadani, thank you, my queen. My queen, forgive me for asking, but why are you dressed in such simple clothing? And the young prince as well, should I prepare more fitting garments for him, my queen? Not at all, Abike. That is precisely why I've called for you. You have served me with loyalty for many years. And because of that, you are the one I trust to share in this journey. Abike, the task before us may seem simple, yet the road is not without its challenges. You remember that today is the great market day, when people from the nearby villages gather to trade. I intend to go there quietly. And I want the prince to see the world through the eyes and ears of the people. A king must understand the lives of those he is meant to lead. That is a wise and thoughtful decision, my queen. May the ancestors continue to bless you with greater wisdom and understanding. Tell me, my queen, how may I serve you? First, we must find a way to leave the palace without drawing the attention of the guards. Leave that to me, my queen. Once you hear my whistle, you will know the path is clear. Thank you, Abike. I knew I could depend on you.
Mother, why must we walk to the market dressed like ordinary people?
Because today, my son, you are not walking as a prince. Today you walk as one of the people.
But I am the prince. One day I will be king.
Yes, one day you will sit on the throne. But remember this, a throne is only wood and gold. It is the people who give it power.
What do you mean, Mother?
A king who does not understand the life of his people will rule with blind eyes. Let me tell you a short story. Long ago, there was a king who lived in a palace filled with food and riches and never looked beyond the palace walls. One day he rode toward his favorite river, but the guards stopped him before he had gone far. Angry, he ordered them to clear the road. "My king, we cannot. This land is no longer yours." While the king listened to praise, his elders had sold the kingdom piece by piece. By the time he discovered the truth, the enemy already owned what once belonged to his ancestors. A ruler who listens only to flattery will one day learn the truth from his enemies.
Thank you, Mother. That was very enlightening. Mother, see what I saw, a big deer. It is trapped. Should we kill it?
No, my son, we must help it. Life has two sides. There are times when we hunt, and there are times when we show mercy. This deer is trapped and suffering, so it is not our prey, it is our test. Even when we had to kill them, we are grateful for the price they had to take for our survival. Life is precious in whichever form. Child of the royal blood, I have watched your heart.
Mother, did you hear that?
Yes, my son, it's just a distant storm.
No, Mother, I mean the voice.
Many walk this path with eyes that see only their hunger, but you have seen life. The deer you freed is not merely an animal of the bush, it walks under the protection of the ancient ones. The forest remembers kindness, just as it remembers cruelty. From this day, the breath of the forest shall walk with you. Are you okay, my son? Be careful and always watch for the path. Adesewa, you are cheating again. Cheating? Is it my fault that the ancestors blessed me with a sharp mind? Listen to her. Yesterday she said the same thing before I defeated her. That was yesterday. Today the spirits of strategy are clearly on my side. Hey, look at that move. You see, she planned that from the beginning. A good player never shows her plan too early. Or maybe a stubborn princess simply refuses to lose. And your father says a princess must behave like royalty. My father worries too much. Well, he only wants to protect you. I know, right? But sometimes the palace feels like a cage. Then come play with us more often. Out here, nobody calls you princess. Yes, here you are just Adesewa, the girl who loses at Opon. Loses? Look again. This girl, one day someone will defeat you. So how is the queen doing and your soon-to-be brother? Well, father is also hoping it is a boy, but what if? But the soothsayers already said it is a boy. Soothsayers, these are men playing God.
My king, elders, I have consulted the sacred divination. The oracle has spoken. The spirits of the ancestors have revealed what troubles this land. The sickness that grips the queen is not an ordinary sickness. What are you saying, Baba Awo? But surely the ancestors would not punish a woman carrying life. The ancestors do not punish without reason, but yet they provide remedy. The oracle says a shadow has fallen upon the royal house. A shadow? What is this meaning? A sacrifice must be made, or the queen and the unborn child will both return to the earth. Speak plainly, priest. What sacrifice do they require? The priest hesitates because the truth is painful, Your Majesty. But the anger of the spirits must not be ignored. And how would you know if the truth is a painful truth? Or since when did you start reading mind? My king, I did not mean to anger you. The oracle demands a life from the royal bloodline to preserve the life growing in the queen. Abomination! One does not use Ore's child to make a sacrificial offering to Ore. You must be mistaken, priest. No one kills the vulture, no one eats the vulture, no one uses the vulture for sacrifice. My king, I do not command the oracle. I only speak what it revealed, but they gave another option. The oracle said by the next great market day, the princess must be banished from the village and escorted into the forest of the unknown. You dare speak such madness before me! My king, no father wishes to hear such words, but the ancestors see beyond what we see. Your Majesty must understand the weight of the crown. If the queen dies and the unborn prince with her, who will sit on this throne when you join the ancestors? I will not trade my daughter's life for another. If the sacrifice is refused, the spirits may withdraw their protection. Never! I will not bow to superstition! Leave my palace at once, or I shall have the guards seize you both for treason against your king.
Princess! Your father the king requests your presence in the palace.
See, my freedom has ended for today.
Princess, it is regarding the queen and I believe it is very urgent.
The queen, what has happened?
I cannot say here.
Otun, I am troubled. The king's eyes, they did not bend. He is not a man that yields easily. What is it you are saying, priest? Do not tell me your spirit has begun to shake, after all that has been invested in you by our friend. Or have you forgotten what still awaits you? Land, servants, herds, wealth beyond measure. I have not forgotten. All I am saying is we need to tread carefully. If the king refuses the sacrifice, what is our next move? Then we give him no choice. We tighten the fear, whisper of angry ancestors, speak of famine, war, ruin, and if he still won't yield, then the second plan begins. Then we must act quickly. The poison in the queen's body, it will not hold forever. What do you mean? I hear the king has summoned a higher healer, one whose knowledge may uncover the truth. Listen carefully, priest. Before that healer arrives, the king must be broken. And if he will not break, then the second plan begins.
A kingdom stands on fragile ground, where truth hides behind sacred words, and men who play gods begin to shape what is believed. Deceit quietly takes root in the spaces where doubt lives. As the queen clings to life, and the king tightens his guard, he must now seek truth for himself. For those who whisper in the dark are not alone. Beyond what is seen, a greater hand moves unseen. And when force fails, betrayal will take its place. For sometimes, the ants that eat the leaf live within the leaf itself. And the greatest danger does not come from enemies, but from those who stand beside you.